take a look at how I kind of make the friend character who's going to be waiting for you at the end look. So I came up with a bunch of kind of the closest real life representations of what I add to my character. So they're wearing a hoodie, but with armor underneath, because they kind of they're populating a world where there is a lot of danger going outside. So while they're dressing kind of normally, they need to have protection as well. Kind of armor leggings, I guess, by there. So you've got kind of like you've got kind of armor pads over your trousers and stuff as well, like doing your skate.
Yeah, that's great. So the world setting is a kind of medieval fantasy?
I'd say a little bit more recent than medieval, but before kind of Victorian, kind of that stuff. That kind of time setting.
I know, so the kind of like the Musketeers kind of era?
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's close as I can get, to be fair. So, yeah, that makes sense. Throughout the maze, I'm going to have kind of artifacts that kind of... They're just objects. You can't do anything with them, but they're there to intrigue you and kind of make you stop and look at them for a second. So I came up with kind of some basic stuff, like a rook chess piece, and swords. They're going to be like stone statues and stuff, just throughout the maze every now and again. So I came up with a couple ideas for some of them. But I want to include kind of a few more less normal shapes and more abstract stuff later on.
Yeah.
Well, make it a bit more interesting. So, I'm going to have a couple of interactive items in the game to help with the main objective. For example, every now and then there'll be like a bounce pad in the maze that will launch you up, so you can see where the beacon is, and you can also kind of see the paths that you need to take to get there. So this game also has kind of an aspect of memorization of the kind of paths you need to take.
Good.
Which, when you get lost, will make you think, how did I mess up? And there's kind of a puzzle there, in a way.
Yeah.
I wanted to make it a bit more interesting, so there are going to be some fake walls in that there are going to be paths that will lock themselves off. Or this, I want paths that lock themselves off. But there are also like dead ends that then are revealed to not be when you kind of look at them for a while. And there are going to be a couple kind of spike pits that you need to be careful for, so you don't fall in. I want a little bit of audio in this game, so really the only thing that I need audio for is the interactive elements, like the bounce pad, the trapdoors, hidden walls, stuff like that, and spike steps. But I also want kind of a piece of backing music. It's kind of slow and not very threatening, kind of intriguing. So it's kind of like Gruntilda's Lair from Banjo-Kazooie, which is like, it's basically Teddy Bear's Picnic. So I want something like that, but kind of slower and a little less upbeat, maybe a bit more kind of sliding notes instead of a funky kind of drum beat. Okay, so I have a couple of aims and objectives for this project to kind of help me get what I'd like from it.
Excellent, this is great, okay.
So basically my first aim is to produce a playable version of my game, because I'm aware that I might not be able to get the full version out, so I want to at least get some sort of...
Yeah, a playable demo is what we're all aiming for,
okay.
So that's fine.
I need to learn a little bit more about Unreal and how to create some shapes within it in terms of making Glow itself. I need to learn more about Unreal's coding process too, to help with some stuff like the bounce pad and fake walls. I need to learn how to activate them.
Definitely.
And I need to make sure I understand how to import some animations for those assets themselves.
Yeah.
profile.
So this is really good planning. So, well done.
I also had a second. I also want to make a character that looks like they belong within the world according to the art style, but they're also different enough to stand out. So I need to kind of learn a little bit more about Maya and the tools at my disposal to be able to create a low polygon character. I need to make sure it all works correctly kind of first time from Maya to Unreal to make sure I'm not wasting time putting it in there.
It's great. It looked great. Have you devised a set of milestones or a timetable for when you want to achieve these developments? Okay, so I'm going to put that down as your next step as far as the planning part of your assessment goes. Do you need to now work out a time scale?
Yeah.
And kind of all of these things, you've identified the tasks that you need to do in the project. Now you need to fit them into a timeline, so that'll enable you to finish the demo before the deadline.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
And kind of aim 3, I guess, just feeds into knowing how to make it look a certain way. So I want to make it kind of simplistic, but also interesting enough to stand out. So I want to kind of make it stylized in a way.
Yeah.
So I need to learn a little bit more about the engines to do with that.
Yeah. So you've done a mood board on low poly environments. I think that would be worth doing. I think that'd be good to do. If we could put that in your...
So basically, in conclusion, basically my game's going to have a unique kind of style of gameplay for a walking simulator. It's going to be focused instead of widespread, so that it can do the one thing better than doing multiple things kind of okay. It's got a minimalist art style, original sound effects and backing track, and I have also a 3D model character as well.
Good.
Here we go.
That's great, Ryan. So one of the things I've seen, and under kind of your lighting and rendering section, I think the next step now is, I noticed you've got the character model.
Yeah.
So what we could do is we can get that rigged and put into Unreal. Now I would suggest using the third person template and then moving the camera to adapt it to first person.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be, so that's my recommendation there in terms of getting the project demo started. We can, with your character, rather than creating a texture file in Photoshop, what we need to do is just colour in the faces.
Yeah.
So I think if you look at a lot,
just use Lamberts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, just so you know, create a bunch of materials for each colour. So you've got your skin colour, your red, blue, yellow, green, and then apply those colours to the faces. I think you can. I think if you know, within an hour or two, you could probably have the character rigged and retargeted in your game demo.
Yeah, I just need to finish up a couple little things about the character, and then I should be ready for that. Yeah.
So I think then you can, once you've done that, then make some of the scenery assets, and then that'll give you the opportunity to experiment with the lighting and the skybox and the atmospheric effects to get the look that you want.
Yeah.
So you know, on the post-processing volume.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, so you can control how everything looks. But thank you, Ian. I think that was a really good. There's one thing about I have to ask you. I didn't see. Is there any narrative? Who is the character, and how do they fit into the world setting?
The character's your friend. Basically, you entered this maze after finding it on a kind of expedition, and you entered with a plan to meet up with David at the end if you got separated, which unfortunately happened. So basically, you have to find your way to the end of the maze where the beacon is and where your friends will be waiting for you.
Okay, so Good. And so your friend is their friend is lost in the labyrinth.
Yeah.
So will there be any enemy characters walking around? Is there a Minotaur or is it equivalent at the end?
Well, in the end it might be, but I think for now I'd rather focus on making sure it looks the way I want it to look.
And you have the traps as well. Is the hazard, I guess, to stop? You can stop the hero from achieving the mission.
I don't think an enemy character pursues is really the best idea without any kind of way to fight back. So I might put it later once I know how to get around the obstacle, but for now it's just kind of hazards instead of like an active enemy.
Yeah. That's great. Thanks, Yaya. Great. Well done.